The Feast of Tabernacles is a time of joy, reflection, and deep spiritual connection. It is a festival that invites us to step out of our daily routines and into a space of divine encounter. It is a rehearsal for the wedding supper of the Lamb. The Hebrew calendar, a tapestry woven with history and faith, marks time not just in days and months, but in sacred rhythms. Each page turned reveals a story, a tradition, a commandment that has been passed down through generations. Among these rhythms are the appointed times, the yearly appointed feasts of Yahweh. These are moments set apart, sanctified for reflection, celebration, and worship. These feasts are divinely ordained celebrations, each echoing with profound spiritual significance. They are opportunities to connect with the divine, to remember what He has done in the past, and to look forward to what He will do in the future. Two such feasts, the Feast of Tabernacles and the Last Great Day, beckon us to journey back to remember and forward to anticipate the fullness of Yahweh's promises. The Feast of Tabernacles in particular is a time of great joy and celebration, a time to gather with family and friends, to share meals, and to dwell in the presence of Yahweh. Tabernacles, also known as booths or Sukkot, is a 7-day festival that calls for dwelling in temporary shelters, or Sukkot, as a commemoration of Israel's wilderness wanderings. These temporary dwellings remind us of the impermanence of our earthly lives and the enduring nature of Yahweh's protection and provision. This tangible act of remembrance, of living in fragile dwellings, serves as a powerful reminder of Yahweh's faithfulness. It is a time to reflect on the journey of the Israelites, their struggles and their triumphs, and to see our own lives in the light of their story. It evokes the vulnerability of the Israelites and the steadfast provision of Yahweh. As we read the Torah and pray, we are reminded of Yahweh's promises and His unwavering love for His people. Following Sukkot, on the 8th day, comes the Last Great Day, a time of solemn assembly and joyful anticipation. This day is a culmination of the festival, a time to gather together, to reflect on the past week, and to look forward to the future with hope and expectation. This day, brimming with prophetic whispers, points towards the culmination of Yahweh's redemptive plan. It is a day to meditate on the promises of Yahweh, to consider the future He has in store for us, and to renew our commitment to following His ways. It is a day pregnant with the promise of a future harvest, a time when all creation will be gathered into the fullness of Yahweh's kingdom. The imagery of the harvest is rich with meaning, symbolizing the gathering of Yahweh's people and the fulfillment of His promises. Let us open our hearts and minds to the lessons they offer and allow them to transform our lives. The feasts of Yahweh are often shrouded in misconception, misunderstood by many. Some mistakenly relegate them to the realm of Jewish observance, failing to grasp the deeper meanings they hold. Others dismiss them as outdated rituals, irrelevant in our modern world, overshadowed by the hustle and bustle of contemporary life. These misconceptions, however, stem from a limited understanding of the feast's true nature and their divine origins. The feasts of Yahweh are divinely ordained appointments, embedded in the very fabric of creation, reflecting the beauty and order of the universe. Leviticus chapter 23 verse 2 states, "These are the appointed times of Yahweh, holy convocations which you shall proclaim at the times appointed for them." These words echo through time, calling us to remember and celebrate. The feasts are not bound by time. Rather, they offer a timeless rhythm of remembrance and anticipation, a cycle that invites us to reflect and rejoice. They invite us to step outside the confines of our chronological clocks and into the eternal flow of Yahweh's redemptive story, a story that continues to unfold. Let us therefore approach Sukkot and the Last Great Day with fresh eyes, casting aside preconceived notions and opening our hearts to new understanding. Let us delve into their rich tapestry, woven with threads of history, symbolism, and prophetic promise, exploring the depths of their significance, and discover their enduring relevance for our lives today. In doing so, we may find that these ancient feasts hold the key to a deeper, more meaningful connection with the divine, transcending time and culture. To truly understand the significance of the Feast of Tabernacles and the Last Great Day, we must turn to the ancient texts that first unveiled them. Leviticus chapter 23 and Numbers chapter 29 provide the foundational instructions for these feasts, revealing their historical and theological significance. Leviticus chapter 23 verses 33 to 34 instructs, "Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days to Yahweh." This command was not just a directive, but a divine appointment, a time set apart for the people to come together in worship and community. These verses establish this feast as a 7-day celebration, a time set apart for Yahweh. It was a period marked by joy, reflection, and a deep sense of connection to the divine. This feast, also known as the Feast of Ingathering, marked the completion of the harvest season. It was a time when the fruits of the land were gathered, and the people could see the tangible results of their labor. This ingathering was not just about physical sustenance, but also about spiritual nourishment, recognizing Yahweh's hand in providing for their needs. It was a time for rejoicing and gratitude for Yahweh's provision. The air would be filled with music, laughter, and the aroma of festive foods. Families and friends would come together, sharing meals and stories, creating memories that would be passed down through generations. They were a way for the people to express their gratitude, seek forgiveness, and renew their covenant with Yahweh. However, Tabernacles was more than just a harvest festival. It was a poignant reminder of Yahweh's faithfulness during the wilderness wanderings. For 40 years, the Israelites lived in temporary shelters, relying on Yahweh's provision and guidance as they journeyed towards the Promised Land. Leviticus chapter 23 verses 42 to 43 states, "You shall dwell in booths for 7 days." This command was a call to Yahweh's children to dwell in booths, that your generations may know that I made the children of Israel dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh your God. This act of dwelling in temporary shelters, or a Sukkot, served as a tangible reminder of Israel's dependence on Yahweh. It evokes the frailty of our existence and the reality of Yahweh's constant provision and protection as people chosen and sustained by Yahweh.